Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David. I'm
the best source of Vegas-y drinking goodness. I'm Alicia.
I'm David. And this week, we did dirty things.
We finally did what we've been wanting to do for a
we'll go into it in a minute. But before we even get there, live studio audience, thank you very much.
Welcome. So welcome, as always, to the live chat room.
Live chat room over there. And before we get into our adventure, we got to do a very famous thing, my favorite part of the show. I can't wait.
So famous cocktail of the week.
Yes.
You're not supposed to do that. He's tasting our tester drop.
Woo! All right, we did a tester of this. Turns out the drink we're about to make is maybe, I say this every week, but this is literally on the top 10.
I don't know. It's good. I wouldn't say the top.
But it's a failure, and you'll understand why.
It is a failure because it's called a flambeau.
Flambeau!
Which kind of sounds like it should be on fire, but...
What's supposed to be on fire?
It didn't really catch on fire.
But it's like spiced rum, orange liqueur,
a lighter.
Chambord, and a lighter.
And a lighter.
And I brought my lighter.
I think maybe if you just stick the lighter in the drink and then hold it on, it can light on fire.
Yeah, but okay. So let's make one, or let's make two, and I'll explain I'll explain what they said to do and why it doesn't work, and what I would do if I had tried this at home.
Okay, so to make two, I'm going to use 4 ounces of Captain Morgan spiced
I dropped the
rum.
ice. I dropped it.
Put that in the drink.
No, I just wanted to get it. I didn't want to slip.
Oh, right.
Okay. So, now the drink recipe actually had name brands, and I went with all the name brands. Captain Morgan.
So you're going to do 4 ounces for 2 drinks?
So that's 3 for 2 of those. Math. That's 1.5. 3.
8 math grand.
And a half. Okay.
There you go. Okay, 2 ounces of Grand Marnier or other orange liqueur.
Okay. Yeah. Well, in this case, I'm not going totally brand. I'm going Cointreau, which I don't know. I go back and forth. They're both pretty darn good. 2, right?
2 ounces.
So that's 1. You know my Grand Marnier shot theory. When I go to any live show that's like show, I have Grand Marnier. It's a tradition.
It is. I'm often there with you. Okay, and 2 ounces of Chambord.
Which we
liqueur.
normally hate this.
It's just too much raspberry for me. I'm not a raspberry.
But I tell you, in this, let's find out. I'm making it by the right amounts this time, so we'll see how this works out.
Okay, then shake and strain in a martini glass, and if you wanted to garnish, lemon and lime.
With a twist of each. Oh, martini glasses. We broke one, so now we have odd-shaped one. Odd-shaped, one's bigger than the other. Well, one's deeper and one's
thicker.
wider.
It's got a thicker
It's like
shaft.
you and I.
Right.
One's deeper and one's wider.
Okay.
That was a deep thing I just said, so we know who's who. Okay. Here we go. Now, what you're supposed to do, now that's a lot more purple than the last one.
It looks different.
Well, it might be a little more Chambord than we wanted.
Oh, so you didn't make it? Oh,
well,
you know what? Now, why don't you try the trick? It might work now.
It won't.
I don't know.
Okay. Now, here's what
I think you should try it anyway.
the directions said to float a little bit of Contro
It
on.
says a touch of Grand Marnier is placed at the end to allow the drink to be lighted and then immediately served.
Right, but we all know that this isn't going to burn. There's no way.
It's not strong enough.
No. So now what I would do if I did this again is I would put a little 151 on top and light it.
Yeah, that would burn.
Yeah, that's about all that this is going to burn. This is not, well, turkey would burn, but you wouldn't want to.
I don't know. Try
You
it.
wouldn't want to put that on it. But this is not.
No, that didn't work.
No.
So this was an experiment.
Okay, so anyway.
But the cocktail.
Now, it might have failed in the it doesn't burn category, but
taste category.
that is so ridiculously good. And I can't believe we now have a reason to drink our Chambord because it goes
Good,
great in
good.
that. It's kind of an ugly drink. It's like a brownish. Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not ugly.
I like it.
It's kind of pretty.
It was fantastic.
Well, with that, I've got a drunk term for this week.
Go for it.
Hopefully I'm not going to offend anybody out there, but I heard this one. I thought it was pretty funny. Okay, so it's a Canadian. So
Yes!
basically it's bartender slang for a non-tipper.
That's right.
Whoops. Ooh, sorry, Canadian.
I've heard that. I've heard that a lot. I've heard that from our cab driver friends too.
Yeah,
Canadians don't tip.
it's a cabbie term too then.
Canadians.
With that,
Anyway, so if you'd like to get a hold of us, pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. Pubcrawl at vegasvideonetwork.com. We are on Twitter as the LV Locals. The network is Vegas Video Network. We're on the Roku, which is going to come up a little later. Something else about Roku came up today in regular life terms. I
that?
keep it up in ice.
we're playing with the ice.
I know. Oh, I'm trying to. I get sticky in my hands. Anyway, Roku, iTunes, YouTube,
Right.
KSHP, 1400 AM on Saturdays now. The whole network's on there. What else? That's about it. We're everywhere. Everywhere you want to be, like Visa.
Yes.
Or is that MasterCard? No, it's MasterCard. But
Whatever. We're everywhere you want to be.
well, now that we're all our business is taken care of, we have our extremely tasty cocktail.
Quite good.
Let's get down to dirty business. Pub crawl adventure. After a quick station ID.
There you go.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit vegasvideonetwork.com.
So we did it. We finally did it. You know, we were driving around last week. We thought, you know what? We're going to run out of stuff to do. And I went, no, we're not, because
You always say that, and then we never do. Something new opens.
I know, and or things or something changes. But let's not even think on those terms. They're just things we haven't done yet. Like I was thinking, you know what? Restaurant Row. We haven't done Restaurant Row yet.
Gone to a couple places.
We've been to Bahama Breeze. That's the only one. We haven't been to Morton's. We haven't been to Roy's. We haven't been to Buca de Beppo. We haven't been to any of those.
Long time ago.
Well, that doesn't count.
Well, yeah, so there's that. There's also the whole old Henderson area if we want to venture that way.
I've heard some good things, but there's a lot of things we haven't done. But one of the things that stuck out really ridiculously is we haven't done at all since we've lived here on camera or off camera. We have not gone to a strip club or a gentleman's club, as they call them.
No.
And here's I know that.
Cabaret.
Yeah, what's funny, I know that they're called gentlemen's clubs because when I was searching for them, and I'm like on Yelp, I can't find strip clubs. I'm going stripper club, boobies, and nothing comes up. Everything that comes up is like Tao.
Stripper club.
Yeah, it's in it Tao and like all the nightclubs.
Yeah.
But it would be like one, and I'm like, oh, gentlemen's club. Oh,
But
okay.
even strip clubs? You did a search for strip clubs?
I don't think it's a legal term for something.
That's what they do.
I don't know. Put that right over there.
It's nice and strong. Well, this is straight alcohol.
I know, it's funny, you don't realize how strong that
It's
is.
a martini.
Real quick about this. The only thing that pains me is where would you get one of these? You'd have to
Oh.
tell the bartender to make it for you. And then you'd have to say, I want a martini, but I want 2 ounces of Captain Morgan, an ounce of Chambord, an ounce of Grand Marnier or Cointreau. Problem is, they're going to charge you $15. So that's all call stuff.
Yeah, it's all pretty pricey.
It's awesome, though. I mean, I really like this. But oof, I'm going to move
David
it.
likes it.
Put it right over there, though. Man, I don't want to do 2 of these. Okay, so I looked up gentlemen's clubs. What's the good ones? What's the cheap ones?
So we wanted to go free for local.
Okay, that's a big consideration because a lot of these things are $30 to get in the door. Now, in fact, some of the places we went were $30 to get in the door. There's a couple things we learned. We'll just start at the top and talk about as we go. This is our stripper episode. Alicia, take your clothes off. Well, that's what I had in the notes.
Not this episode. Stay tuned.
Now, those of you on the audio version, Alicia just took all of her clothes off.
Right, I'm totally naked.
So okay, we said let's go high end, low end, but whatever we do, we got to go local. I mean, we got to go free.
So we only can go as high as free. So
Right, but on even the highest of the high, apparently, so okay, according to Yelp and those sites, and I think Vegas.com has a bunch of reviews. A couple sites have reviews on this stuff. Apparently, the pinnacle of pinnacle is the same pinnacle.
Sapphire?
Nope.
Or Spearmint Rhino.
Spearmint Rhino. Apparently, any city you go to, the hottest, best strip club there is Spearmint Rhino.
Yeah, and I've been to Spearmint Rhino in LA, and that was really good.
Yeah, and we were in one in some industrial area of Van Nuys.
Yeah.
And it was the hottest girls I've ever seen in
Yeah,
a
they
strip
were all
club.
stunning.
Yeah,
I did
unbelievable.
not see anything like that in this.
No, not on this trip. So, but they are free 2 before 8 for locals. If you're local, that's good to know, but if you're not, that doesn't help you. Okay, another thing we learned, well, we'll get to that when we get there. So let's go low end first. Now, there's a real quick story. When I was
we didn't know how low it was until we went.
Okay. Ignorance. We were ignorant at this point.
Yeah, we was ignorant.
Now, quick story. In 1994-ish, somewhere in the mid to early 90s,
Oh.
I came out
Sorry.
with a band to play Vegas. Our big tour, man. So we're in Vegas. We're staying at the Plaza. Way back. It used to be the Union Plaza, I think, at the time. We stayed there, and we got a flyer for Larry's Villa. I think it was called Larry's Hideaway, though.
And this has been open since 1972. So
Right.
this is
So,
old.
so me and a bunch of idiots in my band. I mean, we're all a bunch of idiots. We're kids.
What were all your names? You were.
Wait,
like,
this wasn't even 94. This had to be earlier than that because we weren't even 21. Well, no, we were 21. We were gambling. Never mind. So okay, it's about that time. So we get this flyer. Now we don't even know where we're at. We're like, let's walk. Now we started walking up. I think Charleston. I think we got as far down to Charleston-ish. It started walking up. And thought we were going to die. It was so bad we actually wrote a joke song later called Larry's, and looking for Larry's. In fact, if I could find my old singer, Dave Bradford, I wanted to tell him I finally made it into Larry's. I finally made it, man.
Found it.
Because we never did find it. We went up, and it was August, about 115 degrees. We thought we were going to die getting there. This isn't us, you and I. This is my band back in. So we never did find it. So let's start. Let's go there. That way I could say I finally made it. So it was Friday night. Unlike tonight, it was cold and rainy.
It was
Tonight it's
rainy.
like
Yes,
90
and so
degrees.
we had read some. I think it was on Yelp, but the review said, "Beware of bums in the parking lot." So we're like, "Oh no!"
Right, but it was raining, so all the bums go right.
Yeah,
They go.
They
They
were
go.
looking for cover, so
Right.
we were safe in the
Right.
parking lot.
So we go in, and then the first sign that this might not be the place for us is, well, first off, the location, which isn't that bad. Bonanza, it's right out. I mean,
Rancho and Bonanza.
It's on Rancho, which is really
It's 2401 West Bonanza.
close to the Strip, really. I mean, you wouldn't want to walk it from Stratosphere, but it's kind of you could. You wouldn't want to, but you could. That's so funny. When we got there, I thought, you know what's funny? We could have made it here walking back when I was a kid.
So you guys went the wrong.
And we went way too far. We went way past Rancho. We must have went all the way to well, not Jones, but we probably made it all the way to Decatur before we turned around. We went way past it. Anyway, okay. So we go in. Now, the first other thing that's a bad sign, they pat you down.
Oh yeah. Just you though, and I was wearing like a pretty long.
And you
coat.
had an Uzi.
I did.
And they didn't even know.
They didn't even check me.
So they pat you down. Okay, this is not cool. Granted, he was the nicest guy
He was
ever.
the nicest patter downer ever.
Right. So they pat us down like, that's kind of odd. Then, as I'm getting pat down, I start hearing the... I'm like, uh-oh, I'm hearing really hip-hop-y kind of thing going on in there. You go in, and it was...
Sketchy.
Yes, to say the least, it was sketchy. But you know what? The people were nice.
Yeah, everybody was very nice.
I got to say, you walk in and you go, okay, this is not in the greatest neighborhood. The music's a little scary. But then, you know what? I'm like, it's not that bad. The girl came up. She was really nice. One thing we learned, which was going to be our tip of the week, and I didn't realize it until just now, every single club we went to that night, and a bunch more we didn't go to, you check in on Foursquare, there's free drinks.
Oh, yeah.
That happened to us twice that night.
Yep.
So we didn't know. We sat down. The bartender comes up. She was really nice. I mean, she was one of those so nice I can't believe it. She's like, "Hi, I'm," and her stripper name
and
here.
you know what?
I'm September.
Yeah.
And you know, whatever. And what can I get you guys? I'm like, well, let's figure it out. Well, is there any specials? Yada yada yada. We're checking in. We ordered 2 drinks, I think. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, we checked in and said, "Hey, show us the bartender, get 2 free
Well drinks.
well drinks."
And she's like, "Oh, can I take this and show my manager?"
And she took your phone.
She never actually even saw that before. So maybe people don't go and check in on Foursquare.
It's not that kind of neighborhood where a lot of people come in and check in on
Their
Foursquare.
smartphone.
Well, I would
We're like,
imagine.
hey, we just checked in.
I also, something occurred to me too, that why this doesn't happen often. In the second place we went to, they went, what? The same thing.
Yeah.
First off, I don't think a lot of men especially go into a strip club and check in.
Oh, that's a good point. It's true, yeah.
Hey everybody, guess where
I
I'm
know
at? I'm getting a table dance. You know, I don't think it's really that
That's a
common.
very good point.
I tell you that because if I was there yesterday, say, while you were not feeling too well, I wouldn't have checked in.
Right.
Not saying I did, but I wouldn't. No, I'm just saying. But I wouldn't have checked in. It just would be a really bad move. Plus, if you're you know, social media, you got to be careful. So we checked in, 2 free drinks. She took your phone just long enough for us to get worried.
Yeah, I'm like, is she coming back?
Because it was like, okay, now it's been 4.5 minutes, and that's about the time you go, all right, she just walked out with a $500 phone. That's the best tip she's gonna get away. But she came back. It's all cool. Here's a drink, whatever. Great. So we had kind of ghetto-y girls. Then we also had like the kind of older, white trashy kind of girls. Nothing I'd write home about.
I've never seen. Okay, this is the only place I've seen where the strippers have this like fluffy box.
Oh,
that they go
stop.
and sit
Okay,
on.
you know, it's not the first. I'll tell you right now, you don't get out much because normally strip clubs are full of those.
No. Okay, when I'm talking about that, it's not that kind of fluffy box that you're thinking. It's like a fluffy box that she physically carried out and sat on the stage.
Well, first of all, it was
And she
made of leather.
And she was dancing. It was a fluffy box.
It wasn't fluffy.
And she was dancing, but she was like resting on the box like she couldn't support
Okay.
herself. It's like most strippers,
These were old.
they can like crawl up on the
Okay,
pole.
first off, Larry's Villa's got older girls. Standing up all night's kind of hard. They sit down.
Oh yeah, the one looked like what was
Stop in case they watch this.
What?
No, say it, but
I thought she was pretty.
no, they were not bad, but they're a little older. They got to sit down.
Remember, was it Conan the Destroyer or Conan the Barbarian? The lady, the blonde.
Well, that was the Destroyer.
That was the story. So this chick,
She did not look like
she looked
her.
like her grandma.
Okay. She looked like the girl that's in Destroyer now.
Right now. So
Okay.
it could actually
Yeah, but
be
not
her.
back then.
But she was like built, and this little man kept walking up to her. It's pretty sweet.
No, it was actually we ended up going, ooh, this is pretty gross, but actually
But
ended up
she was rocking out to, I think, was it Skid Row?
Aerosmith. Oh, and Skid Row.
Skid Row, which
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I like it.
'Cause we're kind of old too.
Right.
I'm not saying she was older than us. We're just saying maybe too old to be a stripper. I'm not saying, okay, she might have been older than us, but I mean, it wasn't
for
like,
yourself.
but you know what I mean? Anyway, so Larry's Villa.
Oh, but wait.
All right.
This place is also known for having like the cheapest drinks in town. It's $2 for well drinks, shots, and beers 4 to 6 daily. That's their happy hour. And then they got Larry's Lager beer, which is 2 for $4.
Why didn't we get that?
Because
You just now read that?
Because we already got our free well drink.
That's good. So we had actually an okay time. We were there for just a couple minutes. Went, all right, well,
We were there for like maybe like a 40 minutes, and we're like,
Yeah.
well, okay.
It was so not full that when a place is kind of half
Actually,
empty.
it started getting more full
but maybe it's a polite thing, and here's how I was raised. But I'll tell you this. When there's not many people there and the girl's taking her clothes off, you don't want to walk in and go, this sucks, and walk out. It's kind of, like, they're like, oh. It's kind of rude. So you want to stay long enough.
He's such a polite young man.
Right, you want to stay,
isn't he polite?
You want to stay long enough for them to go, okay, I didn't turn them off with my junk. So anyway, we stayed there for a while. Then we bust out. So from there we went to, I'm going to throw it in even though it was a different day because it was on the same level.
Okay.
We went to, we went to Cheetah's, but I'm going to throw in Club Platinum that we went to.
Just because we're going up and incrementally.
Well, yeah, we're going incrementally in quality up.
From the bottom.
Not chronologic. So Club Platinum, great location. Club Platinum is right in front of the Tuscany. If you know where the Tuscany is, right at Restaurant Row.
It's on 311 East Flamingo.
Flamingo. It's right there across from Lowry Steakhouse and Buco de Pupo or whatever that Chuco de Poop. What is that? New.
Fuego de Chao.
Yes. That.
And Buco de Pupo.
Yeah, it's right there. It is literally the size of this stage. It's described.
What does it say?
It's Maryland Parkway in Flamingo. It's right there in Restaurant Row. Yeah. It's described as like a Starbucks with boobs because it's about the size of a Starbucks. It's tiny.
Star boobs.
There were 3 girls working there, and so we brought our friend with us. This was actually, just to be honest, this was Saturday night. We went to this place on the way somewhere else.
On the way to the.
Yeah, well, we'll just say we do leave stuff out. We don't make stuff up. So on the way somewhere else, we brought a friend there to Club Platinum because we're doing all these strip clubs. And wow, talk about a hard sell. That girl in there, first off, she walks up.
Her name was Ecstasy.
And I went, of course it is.
Yeah, she was like, 5 foot even?
Maybe 92 pounds. Not saying she had a drug problem, but I'm assuming at some point in her life she stuck something up her nose. Not saying what it was. And am I not even saying it did happen that day, but if you're that little and that thin and have that few teeth.
I think she works out.
I doubt she works out.
She works the pole. She's working out. She's good.
She was nice, but she was the most hard sell I've ever seen. Like she walked in like, okay, who's with who? I mean, she said that right to 3 of us.
we just walked in. It was.
We didn't even sat at the bar yet.
Dave and I and our friend.
Right, Guy's been on the show. We had a birthday party for him. Yeah.
Yeah, Guy, and so she walks in. She's like, okay, trying to figure you guys out. Who's with who? Who's married? You and you.
And I'm like, we are. So she was on him like white on rice. Like, wow. Hey, how you doing? You gonna buy me a drink? Blah blah blah. Yada 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 yada. What are you doing later?
She stuck to us like a little fly and followed us over to the bar.
The funny thing is,
sat down next to us and
I thought Guy got suckered because he bought our round and bought her a humongous shot of Patron.
Yeah. The
funniest thing, his joke wasn't on him. Usually at a strip club, you just got screwed, buddy, because that's going to be $100. It was $23 or $17
for all 4.
Yeah, it was a shot of Patron and 3.
Yeah, which is actually pretty cheap.
Not bad. You know what? So it wasn't bad. Got her a shot of Patron. He finally had to just go, look, come on. She was like her legs were around him, like a pencil troll. You know this thing, you squeeze their back and they stick in your pencil.
Yep.
Then you do like this and their hair gets all crazy. It was just like that. She was about that size. He was like, stick her on your pencil.
She's
just
the
like
pencil troll.
Man, it was nuts. Well, there was only 3 girls in there, but there was actually a good crowd though. It was a bunch of dudes all like. They weren't like sad because a lot of strip clubs.
Yeah, I think they were like college-age dudes. They
looked like they were in for a convention or something. Probably stayed at the Tuscany or the Platinum, whatever. Because strip clubs can be sad. Those are usually the all-nude places. There's no party at all. It's just a bunch of guys like this.
Yeah, well, this
staring
place
at
is
junk.
Interesting too because
These guys are having a good
parking
time.
lot's in the back of the place, so we walked in the back door. So
we came in the back door at a strip club.
Bada bang.
With little fluffy boxes.
But no, with little fluffy boxes. Yeah, but we walked right in the back door and like didn't. I thought that was weird.
They didn't even mind that we came in the back door. That's how open that place is.
It was like not really.
Come on in.
Security. I don't know.
No, they didn't have any security at all. They had a bartender, 3 girls. I guess what's the worst that can happen? You can only kill 4 people. That's the worst that can happen. You know what I mean? It's like, you go to Sapphire, you can kill hundreds of people working there. There's only 3 employees. or 4 with cab bartender. How many? The worst thing you do if you're a nutbag is you can take out 4 people. So I guess they're like, whatever, just 4. It was actually a cool place. I'd actually go back.
Drinks are cheap.
These are both free to get in. So if you're on your way somewhere, or if you just ate a nice meal over at Lowry's, go across the street, check it out. And if you want a girl to stuck on you like a pencil troll, you go into Club Platinum.
Ask for ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
Love blonde.
So anyway, but back to our Friday. So we went from Larry's to Cheetah's. Yeah, Cheetah's. That's my college Cheetah's thing. Okay. Cheetah's was also free to get in for locals. Now this is where we learned the good rule. Let's call it the golden rule.
Checking in.
Well, before we even learned that, this and the place we went to after, it's free for locals unless you took public transportation. If you took a cab, it's $30. I talked to our best friend, cabbie friend, about that, and what that is, it's a little...
Is that the direct kickback for the cab drivers?
Exactly what it is.
Oh.
So the club doesn't give you the kickback, the customer does.
Oh, see, I always thought the club paid that. I thought, well, how are they doing that?
So we walk in, they asked at both places, we showed our local ID, they went, oh, local coming in. We walk in, they go, how'd you get here? We go, we drove. They go, come on in. And then so I looked it up on the website. If you took a cab, or even a bus, I guess, well, not a bus, but I mean, if you took a cab or a limo, it's $30 because what they're going to do is they're going to give that guy $20 for bringing you here. So it's like, because that's good to know. Drive yourself. So we go in.
Okay, so I've got to get the address for the people on the radio who might want to hear. Right. So it's 2112 Western Avenue.
Now this is back behind Circus. This is back where, let's say you wanted to have sex for money. Back around in that neighborhood might be the place you'd want to go. I'm not saying you could, but I would start there. Like if we get an email like, hey man, where can I pay someone to have sex? I'd go back behind.
Back in that area.
Back in that area somewhere. I don't know where, but I'd just wander around.
2112 West.
Wander around. Some pencil troll will just clamp on you. So now Cheetah's was slammed.
Oh, it was packed.
And there were more girls than guys, and there was 100 guys there. It was packed. There were just boobs flying everywhere.
And I've never seen so many girls in one spot. There was I think the girls actually outnumbered
That's what I'm saying.
all the regular patrons.
It was crazy. And they're all jiggling and dancing, and there was actually a couple attractive ones. I'm like, this is crazy talk. So another full bar, only topless. So everywhere we went is full bar because we are a pub crawl. We're not going to go to one of these all nude places and drink Cokes because it ain't going to happen. So full bar, packed. And these girls were competitive because there's so many girls, so many guys, but there were still more girls.
Although I had one complaint.
I know what you're going to say.
Okay, so we walked to the end, and this whole place, the whole bar is full.
It's packed.
And there's 12 girls sitting at the bar, just chatting. It's like, hey, don't you want your customers to come sit down and have a place to sit? I thought that was kind of weird.
But we were customers that was a guy and a girl.
I know, they're not going to cater to us.
Right, so we weren't the target audience.
I thought that was odd.
Yeah, I did too. So we had to kind of half stand up because they were taking all the seats at the end.
Resting or something.
But they were, they're tired. Good place, fun. Music was good. It was kind of a party atmosphere. Now, I'm not saying there was anything dirty going on. We saw nothing out of the legal limit. But this is the kind of place that if something like that was going to go down, I would imagine it had that kind of...
And I've never seen so many signs posted on the private room saying that
prostitution is illegal.
We do not condone prostitution.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's everywhere. So, but I like that because even if nothing has ever bad gone down there, it makes you think something could, and that's good for business. And I like their marketing of that. It's really cool. So anyway, it's a party. People are jumping. It wasn't like douchebag young guys there. It was like Mexican farm working dudes that were next to us that were really cool with the cowboy hats and everything, those ranchero guys.
Yeah, it was a couple of those. And
It
was a good cross-section.
It was good. Everybody was nice. The girls were great. Cheetah's was actually okay. We checked in. We ordered 2 drinks, checked in, saw that if our first drink was on the house. Yep. So we showed them.
He didn't have to take my phone or anything. He just
said,
okay.
He didn't even argue. He went, oh, whatever. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
And so we got a couple there, but they do have a happy hour there. That's a 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. is their happy hour.
Right. I would
It's on
recommend.
the website, and it's saying free pizza and wings from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.
But I didn't see any food there.
I don't either.
And who eats at a strip club?
I don't. Well, what's the place supposed to have a really good hamburger?
Oh,
We
Bada
didn't-
Bing, was it?
No.
No, somebody was supposed to have actually really good food.
Does the chat room remember?
But so anyway, I would just, if I was a single dude in town that might wanted some girl to touch my pee-pee, I might go to Cheetah's.
Oh, they also have one more special, 24/7 special. Buy any drink and get a double for $2 more.
That's not really what to do.
I don't know.
So
Just
Cheetah's
put it
was
out there.
awesome. Also, staff super friendly. Bathrooms really super clean. And
this bathroom.
come on, we gotta get to the next place.
Well, I'm still in this place. So the strip clubs that I went to in LA, like as a girl, I'd walk into the restroom, and I actually had to go in where all the girls are getting ready,
Which is a plus, I think.
which is fine because you get to see them, changing or whatever.
Right.
But this one, I thought I'd have to do that again because I didn't use the restroom at the other places. But I walked in, it was just like one little stall. It was separate. Oh, but then the next place.
Oh, can we get to that now,
Yes,
please?
I want to talk about that bathroom.
Okay. So anyway, so Cheetah's were like, hey, this is good. Staff's great. We saw another dastardly. The girls were cute. Party going on. Let's go. Oh my God, isn't Vince Neil's Girls open?
Yeah.
Let's go not listen to hip hop and go to Girls. Now, so we go over to, used to be the Deja Vu, which apparently still is Deja Vu. It's just Deja Vu presents Vince Neil's Girls.
I think they're transitioning though.
It's a block from my work, so I see it every day. We go in there.
It's on 4140 Arville.
Arvo, it's right next to the Orleans. In fact, it's a great intersection because you're dealing with McMullen's Irish Pub, Orleans, Girls. Right there. You could walk to all three. It's amazing. So we go in there. Little do we know, it's opening night. Now, that's a different Deja Vu right there. That's Zombie Night, which we're going to go to in 2 weeks. Yeah, that's a different Deja Vu. That's the one right here. But, anyway, we go in there. It's opening night. So we walk in. It's slam-packed. There's a line at the door.
We're like, why is this line so slow?
We open the door, and you were getting kind of testy, and the guy's like, 2 locals coming in.
Well, yeah, I had no idea.
Right. So
really slow.
we get in. It's opening night. Vince is there. But that means you don't charge them.
Security.
The security's going 2 locals. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, because we didn't get charged. But by the time we got to, he said that, and then 10 minutes later when we got to the thing, I don't know how, they wouldn't have
Well, they had
that.
the first security guy, and then if they had actually several,
Right.
they probably kept telling.
So we go in. This place, I don't know why we're not there right now. I have no idea. I can't figure it out.
Because the drinks are a little bit pricey.
It's nothing to get in all the time. They play nothing but rock music.
And the girls are all really cute.
There was I don't know how many girls do you think there were? 25 to 50 girls. I don't know.
There was it was a VIP opening night. So there was just
Can't
there's a lot
tell.
of guests there. It's hard to really say.
I would say maybe 3 were in the I don't know so much category. Everybody else awesome. I
was shocked that there were a lot of natural girls there.
We didn't see. I don't think we saw an implant at all.
Just a couple of the guests.
The guests.
Yeah, the
yes.
guests.
But
Older
I don't think we
guests.
saw an implant at all. They all had tattoos. They all were dancing to Skid Row and like Iron Maiden and it was all metal.
It was
Vince
cool.
was there. It was free to get in. Okay, now the funny thing was we thought this is our favorite place because we went and we got 2 shots of Jack. We just went, let's just give us Jack, which ended up being a bad idea. But at the time, seemed like a great idea.
Right.
And they went, oh, that's whatever. And we don't even know. She was cute, the bartender. She's like, that'll be blah, blah.
Her mouth was off. She couldn't really.
And I'm
act
like,
correctly.
awesome, lady. I'll give you blah, blah. We're just in sparkly heaven. This. Yeah. She's like, give me some more blood. I'm like, you got
she
the blood.
undercharged us first because I think she didn't realize what the prices were.
I think it was like $20. I didn't even care. I'm like, man, there's boobs, man. So
he's finally happy.
oh yeah, this is great. I'm like, yeah, because I'm sitting there and I'm rocking out to literally rocking out to Judas Priest.
Yeah.
And there's boobs everywhere, and there's yeah. So I'm like, take my money, please. And so then we go to the back bar. I go, we want 2 shots of Jack. And she went, that'll be $10. And I'm like, you're my awesomest friend. And I'm like, I'm like, woo. I mean, apparently she's meant 5 apiece, or no, 10 apiece, but she said $10. So she just took we didn't know that. We gave her $10,
Yeah.
$4 tip. Later, lover, woo. And we're like, this is great. We're walking. We did shot after shot after shot, and we're paying cash for everything because we're rolling. We're like, cash. Yeah, do you take cash? Woo.
more cash.
Dollars. And like, just throwing around, and I'm realizing, wow, we're buying. This is like our 5th shot now. Oh, these are 10 apiece.
Yeah, that was a pricey night.
Whoa. But but not that bad. But the free to get in. No, here's what's funny
It was really
though.
fun.
But if if they'd have charged us to get in, we'd have paid $60 just to walk in the door.
Yeah, and actually, I mean, for what
We
most
maybe
people
spent $80
plan on
in there.
spending when they go to a strip club.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get any, lap dances.
I
or-
was talking to PD about this.
I think
went,
we might have gave the girls like $5 total.
It's
We're
so
like,
funny.
Come here, come here.
This is what I love about strip clubs. It's like living in the Depression. You can go, here, honey, here's $2. And she's like, where else can you do anything for $2? Taco Bell will kick you out if you only got $2.
You can't even get like a gumball for $1.
No,
anymore.
but in here you can go. Here, honey, here's $2. It's like you're living in the Depression. $1, $1. And she's like, oh, she scoots over to you for $1. Like I said, Taco Bell will go, get out of here. I don't even give you an extra sauce for $1. So we're like high rolling. We're like $10 a drink, honey. Here's
Here's $1.
$3, and she's like, woo. We had such a good time.
It was so much fun.
It's called Girls, Girls, Girls. There's 3 stages. Now, here's a little bit of a problem. If you're one of those kind of stripper stalkers, now, a stripper stalker are those guys that they got the regular girl.
It's new, so there's
Well, no,
so
but
many girls.
this would suck for you because usually, here comes Tina on her first set of 3, blah, blah, blah. You know, the stripper guy. It's funny, you even commented that night, like, do they all have the same DJ? They all
They
sound
do, they
exactly
work
the
the
same.
same
Here comes September on her first set of 3. Hey, guys, blah, 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 blah. Tuesday's ladies' night. But, so the problem is, usually a girl comes out on stage, does 3 songs or 3 half songs, because they don't really do full songs, and then splits. Here, because there's 3 just round stages, she does a song at that stage, then moves to that stage, then that stage she's gone. So if you're one of those guys that, I'm going to see Amber because she's dreamy, well, you're going to have to follow her to each stage, and you're going to look like
yeah,
a
but I
toad.
don't know if this is going to continue like this because he's got all these, he's probably got, the pick of the litter and all over town.
Well, I'm just
for
saying
now.
it's a weird setup, but it was cool for us because we didn't care.
Yeah.
We'd sit at a stage, we just walked around, then we'd like, oh, this girl sucks, let's go over to that stage. We probably were like too loud about it, like, this girl sucks, let's go over to that girl, woo! We were like, because like 8 shots of Jack later, we're like, we were having the best time. I think we were at Deja Vu for like 6 hours.
For a long time.
I mean, it was like they're like, hey, we're closing down. We're like, screw you, Mr. Neil. Girls, woo. I mean, we were like having a blast.
I like to go back in a month or 2 and see if
Or a
it's
day or
still-
2.
No, and then no, I don't need to do that, but just to see like if the girls are still the same, if it's got
Right. It was killer.
But again, that was like the VIP.
We didn't realize it was opening night. Now, apparently, ready for your rim shot. Apparently, we thought it had opened before, but it had a soft opening before, and strip clubs are
The fuzzy
known for having soft openings and fuzzy boxes. So this was the hard opening.
You normally can't come in the back door.
No. At a strip club. They
No.
accept it, Club Platinum. But so it was great. We had a great time. I was like, that was fantastic. It was so good that Saturday we woke up, went, hey, it's Saturday. It's a great day to be alive. No, it's not. I'm going back to bed. I'll see you in the afternoon.
Oh my God, yeah. We were
destroyed. I have never been that hungover in my life. Ever. And here's okay. I don't know.
They were giving us like doubles or triples everywhere we went.
I don't know what we did. But here's the thing, and I want to talk to someone who's had hangovers because I haven't. And everybody goes, man, how do you guys do it? Well, we always did, but now we didn't. And now I know what it's like to not do it. But we woke up, and here's how the hangover worked. I woke up fine. We maybe had a little bit of morning something. And then breakfast. I started playing video games. And then I'm not feeling too good. And like, I literally couldn't even sit up straight. I was
Really?
like, okay, no, I was like, well, you saw, I went to bed, slept till 4 in the afternoon.
Well, I was sleeping when you decided.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is bad. I don't know what happened. We got nailed by something.
Yeah.
So
I think it was like, I think they poured the drinks pretty strong.
well, they were shots of Jack Daniels. I don't know if you could pour those weak.
Probably not.
But we had a blast. So Deja Vu was killer. Now, we did get up and then go to Club Platinum that Saturday night and then
Yeah.
did the Fruit Loop.
We did the Fruit Loop again.
Right.
It was really fun. We were partying with some, how old were these girls, 21?
Yeah, if they, well, no, they had to be, well, they were 25-ish. They're like, we're lesbians. We want to go to a club. We're like, come with us. So Saturday was also just a crazy rigmarole. But, well, we had to because we were kind of not feeling too well. So, but anyway, Deja Vu, Vince Steele's Girls, 10. I give it a 10.
I thought it was really fun.
And
Go back.
Cheetahs, I give it an 8.
Cheetahs, I'll give a 7.
All right. And Club Platinum,
I'll give a 5.
yeah, I give that a 7.
I'll give a 5. And Larry's, I'll give a 2.
It was a 2, but just because it's kind of trashy, I give it a 5.
I wouldn't bring your friends there, though.
No, I'd go 3. All right, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was, but anyway, so we did some strip clubs. We were actually going to go to Crazy Horse 3, which is also free. But we never got around to it.
Yeah,
So
I think we had enough for that last
But I
week.
would say other than the drinks are a little pricey at some of the places.
But
free to get
actually
in.
not bad compared to like Spearmint Rhino. I mean, you'd always expect to pay
Well,
like
okay.
$6 for a Coke or more.
That's the
$7.
problem. These are full bars.
Would you like to buy the ladies a drink?
Yeah, or it's 2-drink minimum, and they're Cokes, and they're $8.
Yeah, so I mean, actually, Vegas is a pretty cool spot to go strip club crawling.
Agreed. We got a chat room question, too. Or comment.
Doug in LV wants to know, what about the bathroom story?
Oh, yeah.
Secondly, hang on.
Okay, this was the weirdest.
Gilby wants to think it's a Spearmint Rhino with the burger. And the last thing is, the crusty old fossil rocker says, water before, during, and after is a miracle.
Yeah, we were having too much fun
I know,
to remember about water.
But
Okay,
the bathroom. Oh, I
was
forgot
weird.
about this. Is the craziest story.
Okay,
Deja
so-
Vu's bathroom.
So I needed to
Vince.
use the restroom, and so I walked back, and I'm like, "Where's the girls and the boys?" And there's like nothing. It's just a bunch of lights leading you down to this restroom
There's
area.
one bathroom.
One bathroom. So you walk in, and I'm looking around. Like I didn't really see any urinals, but
They were.
I didn't see those, but all the doors were clear. So it's unisex, but you just walk in. And I think they're kind of like pink, but they're all see-through.
Okay, yeah. So what we're saying is, girls, Vince Steele's place. It's one big bathroom.
Yeah.
There's a hallway that leads down that's all glass-doored stalls. Where I guess if you're a girl, and I sat and watched you do your business right there.
Well, I was watching guys like walking and like trying to like spy on girls, and a couple guys trying to watch me, and I'm like, I kept going down a little bit further. I'm like, oh.
I don't know if they were trying to spy, but they couldn't help it.
Well,
but also,
of
if you
course
got to
they're
go in there and
gonna
drop a deuce, you're in there like with people looking at you. They know if you wipe front to back or back to front. I mean, they know because they're looking at you. Like, it's crazy. I alternate depending on situation, but
Just kind of randomly.
But
It's really nice.
But no, it was the weirdest thing because where I thought the ladies' room was. He goes, no, that's all sinks, and it was. It was all sinks in one room, urinals in another, and
yeah,
just
that
stalls.
was weird.
And the stalls were all glass, but the first few stalls were frosted glass. So maybe you're supposed to go in those first few.
Oh, I just walked by. I'm like, oh, I want to go away from
You're
the
like,
guys.
screw that. I'm going to the end with the
Going to
clear one. But yeah, that was a little odd. I don't even know if that's legal in a weird sort of way. But I guess they have a couple.
I guess I didn't see the opaque ones, but if they give you an option, then
Right.
legally, I guess they're okay.
It was crazy.
Interesting.
It was a really interesting thing. But every place we went to, actually that's not true. Cheetahs and Deja Vu also had the guy trying to sell you stuff in the bathroom.
Oh, guy or girl?
Guy.
A guy? Yeah, the girls didn't have an.
They don't think they do, but because they wouldn't hire
They
a
wouldn't
girl.
really. Well, they also wouldn't expect to have girls in there.
Yeah, so
really,
they wouldn't pay that. But so they always say, "Here, try this, man. Hey, man, here, have a towel." Like, yeah, thanks.
I don't want to tip you. I'm saving my dollars for the ladies.
So that was our adventure. We did our strip club crawl, and I think we succeeded.
Oh yeah, we definitely did.
Yes. So, but that's enough from us. Let's hear from you on a segment we call "Hey Bartender." I'm not making another one.
No,
You can just look at me with
thanks.
them little puppy dog eyes
I don't.
all day. Oh, that reminds
good.
me. Cheetahs.
Oh, yeah.
Matches.
Cheetah still has matches.
I know, and the other two places were white, clear matches, or just none of them. And then we went to the Rio on Sunday, so I got matches for that too. I got in a fight with the manager at Rio. I'm like, there's no way we had 16 cocktails. He's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, oh, I guess we did. Dang it.
Well, we were with a bunch of friends, so.
Well, we went with friends and all, but put it on their tab.
Yeah.
Chat room.
Oh, chat room.
Bob Scott wants to know does the glass does not smoke when you lock the door in the bathroom store? Because some places that he goes, the glass smokes when you lock the door.
Really?
Maybe someone didn't lock their door.
I locked my door. I think their smoker was broken, Rob.
That would
That's
be interesting.
interesting.
Maybe that's
Good
what
to
happened.
know. I think we're going to have to do a follow-up investigation on that one.
Read me an email, honey.
All right. Okay, this Dear David and Alicia. First off, not all your celebrity sightings are in bars. As Alicia may well recall, we saw her in an undisclosed location where she and we may or may not have gotten a bit of sunburn, waiting to pay money for a small piece of paper that wound up to be worthless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's when I went to go buy my lotto tickets, and I saw Doug and his girl in line, and
Right.
yeah, I got very sunburned. I'm still sunburned.
Truth be known, we won that.
Yeah,
we're just doing this for
we're
fun.
rich. We're just hanging out. Okay. Doug just finished watching the show and was moved by the conundrum you both experienced trying to deal with teaspoons and tablespoons.
Yes.
So to the Google. Most people should know that three teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. What ties the whole world together is the esoteric knowledge that 2 tablespoons equals 1 ounce.
Whoa!
So if you want to measure 6 tablespoons of something like, say, lemon juice, which we were trying to do,
Right.
it would be 2 ounces. Therefore, we all know that Dave is awesome at math.
Yes.
So if you need 3 teaspoons of some exotic almond-flavored syrup, it would be 1/2 ounce.
So 2 tablespoons is an ounce. That's good to know.
Yes.
Remember that.
Oh, I like this next part.
Oh.
Go forth, dear friends, and mix drinks without fear of spoons, because as we all know, there is no spoon.
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Doug.
Thank you. Thanks, Doug.
Ah,
That's good to know.
that's good to know. We'll remember it.
2 tablespoons is an ounce. So if I have to do a tablespoon of something, I could do a half ounce.
I've never heard a drink described in teaspoons or tablespoons before, so interesting.
But the way, but that other one it was like a 2 tablespoons an ounce. That'd be nice. Oh, chat room again.
Nope.
DTC Bob wants to know if you guys have seen or had the new Bud Light Lime Margarita, because it tastes a lot like the Devil's Margarita.
Really? Have not had that.
No.
I will say this: the Bud Light Lime, I don't like at all, and you like.
I do. I used to
You-
like it more,
Yeah, you like that. I'm not a big fan, but Lime Margarita.
but now I'm a fan of just having my
Where
whatever
were-
cheap beer with a bunch of fresh lime in it.
Where were we where they actually had Budweiser and Clamato in one can? We were somewhere and they had the Clamato and Budweiser mixed. Might have been Larry's. I was
I don't know.
like, wow, Budweiser makes a Clamato and Budweiser. Maybe
Yeah,
that's what
I
it might
think
have
they
been.
might sell it at the grocery store.
Speaking of that, we were at Planet Hollywood, and
Speaking of what?
and we heard someone ordered a Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
And the bartender did everything but go, get out of my.
And this is not the first time I've heard that. Canadians were at the bar and they're like, "Can I have a Caesar?"
Now, you know they're Canadians because like, can I have a Caesar, eh?
Yeah.
No.
And the bartender said, "I don't know what that is."
Right. And we knew because we're drinking is our business, and business is good. A Caesar is a Bloody Mary with clam juice in it. I just threw up a little bit saying that.
I don't think that'd be bad, but it's funny because it's a really popular Canadian drink. But
What did you just read? It was like 360 million are sold every year in Canada, and 5 are sold in the rest
no,
of
well, it
the
didn't
world.
say how many are sold in the rest of the world, but it's hugely popular in Canada. But pretty
Caesar.
much nobody else knows what the heck it is.
Funny. Because in south of the border, the Budweiser and clam juice is a big thing.
It is.
Let's call that a Caesar.
Okay. Well, anyway. Okay. The next one's from Mitch.
Not our Mitch that I hate.
No, this is a Mitch that we love.
Okay. Oh, it's Mitch T. All right.
What are you talking about? Okay. I listened to a fascinating older episode where Dave discussed some of the business behind the local bands, which made me want to go see Naugahyde, Yellow Brick Road, Spasmatics, something, whatever, but it seems that that's not possible. I'm going to be in Vegas the evening of May 22nd and 23rd, which is a Tuesday and Wednesday, and I'd like to see an awesome local band. If you have a moment, could you recommend something to me?
Okay, well, you still could see the Spasmatics or Yellow Brick Road.
I don't think they play on those
They don't
days,
play on
though,
Tuesday and
and Wednesday.
no.
He wants to come out and see a local band.
Right, see
and
now.
not like a strip band, a local
Yeah,
band.
Naugahyde's gone.
Yep.
They're just not around anymore. Yellow Brick Road has changed. They're not really the same band anymore. Spasmatics are
don't
still the
play.
same, but they play Fridays and Fridays alone.
And a lot of the local bands play on the weekends, maybe even starting Thursday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Sunday,
Sunday is a deal.
Sunday.
Now, it's funny, though, if you want to see a local band, but you wanted to actually not go too far from the Strip, which we did last Wednesday night. We went to freaking Frog. They've got bands every night, and they got crazy bands.
Oh yeah, last Wednesday we went to go see a friend's band called Blunderbuss, which is a
all
pirate.
pirates.
It's all pirates playing like
Yeah, they had the
sea shanty
accordions
songs.
and like it was like it was nothing but pirate music. But they also do a lot of jazz there. And they have the huge selection of beer. They also have what sounds so good right now.
Whiskey Attic.
The Whiskey Attic, but I was going to say the Lucifer Burger.
Oh, the Lucifer Burger, yeah.
Which sounds better than a Whiskey Attic right now because I'm starving. But actually, your best bet for a Wednesday, see if you can stomach the country, which we can. Gillies is going to be a great place to go. At Gillies at TI will always have bands and the top-notch killer bands. Chat room, maybe they know.
Coming back to this, DTC Bob says in Texas they sell Bud Light Clamato,
That's it.
Bud Light tomato juice, and clam juice, and it's everywhere.
Yep. Okay, I would imagine. Yeah, we
Well,
saw
I
it.
guess
It wasn't
it's
Bud Light,
popular.
though. It was a red can of Bud with clam juice in it.
I'm going to get one later.
You know what? You get one.
I will. I'm going to try it.
But yeah, bands are rough. A lot of places just have bands. Venetian always has bands playing in their lounges. Now, the problem with those lounge bands, and I hate to say it, I don't mean, maybe not. Maybe the band will be cool, but they're always good, but they're going to be like, play that funky music, white boy.
Well, I don't
They're
know.
going to be that, that kind of like, oh, they're not even funky, but they're playing that kind of just that generic lounge,
Yeah.
know.
So, but for Mitch, we're going to look around because that's a May 22nd. That's a ways off. So if we hear of anything.
Yeah. The Tropicana's got that big room. There's a bunch of, if it's at nighttime, you can just go almost anywhere on the Strip. I would almost recommend for that kind of stuff, for entertainment, those dueling pianos like at Town Square, or even, no, I was going to say New York.
Yeah, New York,
is
New York.
killer. Also, not Re-Raw, the band Re-Raw, I think, is at Nine Fine on that night, which is killer. Nine Fine. Also, New York's got a great bands, and they're always fine. So we'll look into it, but yeah, there's always bands.
Always entertainment in this town.
But all the big headliners are Friday, Saturdays. And not even Sundays, they're Fridays and Saturdays. Not big headliners.
All right. Well, thank you very much for those emails.
Yes, thank you very much. That was it for Hey Bartender. Let's get to, oh my Lord, it doesn't happen in Vegas, but it happens on this show, and this one's huge. Last call. This is so massively huge. Now this actually falls into the category of how actually literally not to get knocked out, knocked up, thrown out, throw up, or thrown in jail in Las Vegas. This literally would work. I think it opened today. If not today, it's this week. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a bus that drives around Vegas called Hangover Heaven that'll cure your hangover.
Tell me more.
I wish I'd have thought of this. It's called Hangover Heaven. It's a bus. It's like a converted bus. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's like a school bus or like a tour bus.
Go to their website.
Oh, it looks like it's like a tour bus, like a big bus.
They've even got prices. He's pulling up the prices there too for the packages.
Look at that. Look at that. Salvation or redemption. The basic package is $90. Read a little bit. Now, Alicia, I'm going to sit down and read me a little story about, I think, the greatest invention.
Okay.
This side of 6, 7, 8 rides, or 5, 6, 7 rides. 5, 6, 7 rides.
5, 6, 7.
With Dokas
Okay.
come pick you up, take you home. This is even better.
So Hangover Heaven is a revolutionary new treatment that can cure your hangover in less than 45 minutes. It involves placing a small IV in your arm to give you the necessary treatment to continue the party or just get back to your normal self. We use small pediatric IVs and numbing medicine to make the process very comfortable. So they've got a reputable doctor in charge of this who studied at Duke University. And let's see. These tour buses, they'll actually pick you up all over town. They've got a couple. They got one in Paris and one at the Cosmo.
And one at Bellagio.
And one at Bellagio, the front entrance, and then at Hard Rock.
How cool is that?
So the packages, I want to know like how much is this and what do they actually do?
Well, $90 and $150. Now they'll do the IV.
So the redemption's $90 and that's an intro price. Normally it's $130, and that's just kind of the pumping you
fluids,
get you rehydrated, and then the Salvation's $150, normally $200, and that has the IV hydration, anti-nausea, and anti-inflammation.
Man, I would have done that Saturday. I would have.
Would you pay that?
Well, you know what? No, I wouldn't have. Because, see, you know what? Sometimes I don't mind if we get hungover, which happened to us Saturday.
Yeah, you're kind of like, you paid to play.
You earned it. I mean, yeah, you deserved it.
Yeah.
You got to pay to play. It's like, okay, look, I'm not going to go out and have fun today because whatever we did last night. But if you're on vacation.
And yeah, you're not a martyr. You got to be up for like a convention the next day.
Or you only got 4 days here.
I would say
do it.
I really want to hear from somebody who's tried this to see if it works.
I think we should do it. Let's go out tonight, get totally mangled, and then call them.
I don't think I'm going to try that tonight.
But that is really cool. Now, how do you get a hold of it? To find well, it says those places they pick up, Paris and Cosmo, Bellagio and Hard Rock. But I think you can call them and they'll come get you.
And apparently now, I think they just, like you said, they open up today or like this week.
Right, yeah.
So the Hangover Heaven bus is going to be going up and down the strip all the time.
How cool is that?
If you're at those...
Oh, okay, 702-900-0660. Call them.
Do you guys have the website?
That's right, you're looking at it.
I
think it's Hangover Heaven.
HangoverHeaven.com.
Oh, there you go.
HangoverHeaven.com.
That is killer. If it works, I don't know, would that work? I mean, the way I felt on Saturday, I don't know if fluids would have helped.
I volunteered in the emergency room before in California.
That's right.
And every time the boozers came in, the drunks, that's all they pretty much did is like hook them up with IVs and just rehydrated them.
What does it mean, pediatric? Does that mean the little kid does it?
Yeah. No, it doesn't mean that. No, it's just they're the little needles. So.
Oh, good. I think call that place. Like I said, I wouldn't do it because like I said, if we're hungover, we deserved it. But if you're only here for 4 days, you can't afford to lose a day hungover. Call them, drive you around for 45 minutes, pay the $90, get back to the party. That's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea.
Yep, I agree. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, live studio audience.
Thank you, live chat room.
Live chat room. Very active live chat room today.
Very active.
Also, remember, if you want to get a hold of us, pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. We are Twitter. We're the LV Locals, which we're always tweeting like crazy. The network is Vegas Video Network. We're on iTunes. Audio and video. Leave us a review. We love them reviews. We're the highest rated drinking Las Vegas show there is. And what else we got? Roku, KSHP 1400 AM on Saturdays here in Las Vegas.
Got the live listener button.
Oh, the live listener button on the website.
The live listener button.
Yeah.
Is that what you call it?
Yes, live listener.
There it is. So go on to the webpage and just click the little button on the right.
And look at that.
You
get that.
Message,
Start recording. I washed my hair today, so it's extra fluffy. I'm trying to fight it. Look at how fluffy it is.
It looks nice. I like fluffy.
It's too fluffy. It looks like it shouldn't be fluffy. I got a little fluffy box.
You don't have a little fluffy box.
No, I don't. Remember, we may leave stuff out, but we don't make stuff up, and we're not making another one of these because they're too strong and too good. Until next week. Cheers.
Cheers.